welcome. Hopefully we're all here. This feels like a long time since I've done this, but we've had a couple of weeks off, so I really enjoyed it and we're just raring to get back into it now. So let's start with the simplycraft.com. All the details of the demos and workshops we do are on this site. So if you want to have a look, simplycraft.com, it's all there. So I've got some really exciting things to show you this month, and where do I start? I've trialled these to see what they're like because I love my paper artsy paints, but I just wanted to try these out. And the nice thing is there's some different colours there. So these are from Izink, and some of you will know that I love the glitter ones that come in the same kind of packaging, and these are 80% natural product, so they're kind of like an eco paint, and they're really nice to use. They're like an acrylic paint, and once they're dry they stay permanent. They need a little bit longer than acrylic to really set, but they're really nice to use, really lovely colours, and I just think it's a lovely alternative to all the sort of plastic products we've got. So 80% natural product and a really nice colours, a really nice finish. They're not matte, they've got a slight sheen to them. I'm just looking for something. The blue background on here was done with it, so I finished this page off now. I did preview it last week, but now it's all finished. And just to show you this is just an old book. It's just an old book that would have otherwise been binned, because it's a Reader's Digest book, and there's some reason why they can't be sold. So a lot of them come into charity shops and then they just end up in landfill. So it's a really nice way to utilise a book and give it a second life. And I'm not likely to bin it quite so easily now. And also I'm not precious about it because I can just play it. The book didn't cost me anything. It's not like I've got valuable products in there, so it's a really great way to use up something that would be binned. So we do this at the art journaling workshop. So we started on our book. We've all got a book now, and we've just been adding pages as we go. It's just a nice alternative to using a proper art journal, and you can be less precious about it, which is great. Right, so that's the paints, but as you will have noticed, I've got some Jane Davenport products, which I just love. Really nice stuff. I've only got a few because I just want to try them out, but one of the breakthroughs I think for a lot of people is actually getting the outline of a face. So these are stencils. I think you can see they're a bit dirty, sorry. These are stencils of the face and the hair. Let me turn around that way so they're matte. There we go. And the neck. There's a flower and a necklace on that one. There, I'll turn them. Yeah, you can see you've got eyes, lips, the whole face, different noses, different eyebrows, and it's a real mix and match, which is really lovely, because if that is the one thing that's stopping you from creating your own artwork, they're brilliant. They also come with this canvas board, so it's textured board. I haven't created on it yet because I'm practicing, and then I'm going to go for it and make my own piece of artwork on that. Let me show you. So you've seen the first one. And then this is the same stencil, but I've given her a kind of wilder look. I didn't use the hair, I made my own hair up. But you can see, oh, book's heavy. You can see the difference. You know, there's quite a lot of different ways that you can make them work. So, and this is done, the background is the new paints, and there's a stamp in there as well, which I shall find. I've got so much stuff here, it's ridiculous. I shall find that in a minute. It's a new Andy Skinner stamp, so yeah, I'm sure it'll turn up. But anyway, so we've got a, oh yeah, there's metallic paints in the Eco Paints as well, so really nice. But I think you can see that there. I just love that stamp. It's just, and it's so versatile. I can see me using that a lot. It's just little ones and zeros in a kind of gradient pattern, which is really nice. But the important thing to show you as part of this is the stencils are one thing, but there's also this gorgeous, I think you can see, brush tip pen, which is really beautiful, which is really nice for doing the eyelashes and eyebrows and outlining. It's not so good. I'm not an expert with writing, so I didn't use it on my text because I found it a little bit harder to control. But as she actually states, it's not meant for that. It's for the detail in drawing. I just use an ordinary pen for that, but I'm saving it for the best bits, like the little details of drawing. And these, oh wow, I just love these. These are, and let me not tip them out. Can you see those? They are like gelatos that we've had before, but of course they're all skin and face tones, so they come out like this. They're like lipsticks, and they're just beautiful, really lovely. So again, they're like a waxy, but they are water soluble, and when they're dry they're permanent. It's just the same as a gelato, but I think they feel a little bit creamier and a little bit easier to use. I think because they've got a thinner stick, they were really nice to use. But most importantly, for faces, is they're you know, they've got skin tone colours which are absolutely perfect for creating the faces. Which, of course, this whole collection is based around makeup. So a lot of the stuff has a makeup sort of look to it. So, and the thing with makeup is, you know where makeup goes. So, you know, there's a black and a grey. You can do smoky eyes and blusher, and you know, so it's a nice easy way to put colour onto card. So really love those anyway. Oh, there's the colour chart, and you can see they can be used just as a crayon, and then they can be watered out. So that's the skin tone set, Silky Skin I think it's called. So I just got a couple of bits. I just got the bits that I knew for me was really useful, which is the skin tone sets of crayons, the face stencils, and the black pen, because that is such a beautiful pen. I've also got the Jane Davenport feather dies, just because they're just so gorgeous, and I will be doing something with those as well. But yeah, so I'm having fun with that. It's surprising how such a small amount of products can be so versatile, and you can do quite a lot of different things with just that small few things. But anyway, let's move on because there are other things to show you. I better put it out of the way though. Oh, there's my I knew I'd find it. There's the Andy Skinner stamp, and you can see it's a range of dots, but it's bigger. It's bigger than so it's a nice big hefty stamp in rubber on cling mount. It's one of those ones that just looks, well, what would you use that for? And they're the ones you use all the time because they're texture, they're adding detail to a design. When something's looking a bit plain, you put a stamp in like that and it just livens the page up. So anyway, we'll go on to the Andy Skinner stuff because I have got some more of his quick grab glue, which I'm loving. And I've used it a lot, and look, there's only a little bit gone there. So really loving that. The other thing I've got to show, I wasn't sure about this, and then I used it, and of course it's lovely. It's the lava paste, and it's like when you heat it, it puffs up, and there's probably other things that will do that, but it's what you can do with it. This is it. This is through a stencil, and I think you can see it's very puffy. I'm gonna get in close without it going out of focus. I think you can see that, and that's it, just naked, bare as it is. And then there are little textural ways you can use it. That's with a paintbrush and then coloured. And this is my favourite one. I stippled a little bit onto a plaster mould. And let's see if we can get... I hope you can see that. Thing is, you'll have to come to the demo. It's made the plaster look like stone, but it feels like soft felt, like it's been flocked. So that's, yeah, well, I'm going to have loads of fun with that. I've done it again on I've made a grungy one just to see what I could do with it, and yes, it works really well, really well. So yeah, we're going to have fun with that product. I can see me using that in a load of different ways because it can look kind of fun and puffy, and then you can make it really grungy and look like stone or rust. So yeah, it's good, it's good. There was a lot of hype about it. I thought, oh no, I don't know, and then I tried it. Yeah, I thought, yeah, that's good. And moving on from that, just ever so quickly, I did buy some Graphic 45 papers, and they are only the background pattern. Oh, actually there is one other one, but there was a special offer on these, and I am selling them at 40p each. And if you know Graphic 45 papers, you know that's cheap. But it's just random pick. There's only like one of each collection. There's not like, you're not going to find the whole collection. It was just leftovers, but lovely, lovely papers as always. So that one's got a nice kind of pattern background. But these are the ones that make great box covering, album covers, all of those kind of things, you know, that you will use. And at 40p you don't feel so guilty using them, so you can use them very easily. So I'll look back and I'll tell you which collection they're from, but that one, obviously that is a picture one, but that's got a nice stripy background. And then the last one is that one, again very stripy, So I'll just quickly tell you what collection they're from. That one's Midnight Masquerade. Then obviously the other one is Off to the Races. Then we've got one from Little Women collection, that's the Bloom. And then the last one is from Master Detective. But they were such a bargain, and I will show you something in a minute. We are doing some little mini albums, and that's a no-brainer then, because you don't feel so precious about your papers when they're so good like that. So, oh, and we got some little papers that I thought might match up, and they're not. They're pretty good. They're Decora scrapbook papers, but they're like little. I don't know if they're quite ATC sizes. I think they're a little bit bigger than that, but they're just really lovely. So if you're doing any travelling, these would be great. And they've got a vintage sort of look to them, but really lovely little pack of papers there. And the other one is let me see what they're called. They're called By Night, but they're sort of like a Bloom, really lavish, really lush colours, really nice. So great for well, making ATCs, but also in collage. So that's still work in progress, but we'll get there. Always got so much to do. And just want to show you one last thing from last time, and I haven't made any products, done any work with them yet. And they were the stamps from Creative Stamping magazine. Now we've had another one since, so I think it's because this one was late, the other one was early. But this one is like a seaside. Yeah, it's called By the Seaside. But it also comes with some actual RSPB drawings of the birds. There's a lovely puff in there as well. And I've just made a couple of little quick things. As it was by the sea, I've made a couple of postcards because I thought that would be kind of cute. And you've got the lighthouse, you've got the seagull. I've done a kind of 3D version of it. And then quickly sitting by the beach. So all this, I love the colours of this one. It's sort of bright and cheerful, really colourful. So again, that's got a bit of decoupage on it just to give it a look. But I was thinking of these kind of ones. If you're going away on holiday, this would make a lovely scrapbook page. So you could put the kind of postcard on the scrapbook page and then have all your photos with it. But scrapbooking is something I don't have a lot of time for these days, unfortunately. Much as I have it all in my head, it's another thing actually getting it on the paper. But anyway, last thing, and then I am done, because I'll save a few bits for afterwards. I've been looking forward to this one, and this is Die Cutting Essentials magazine, and with it comes, now it doesn't come on the magnetic sheet, but there's so many little bits I've already stuck mine to magnet because I know I'm going to lose them if I don't. You can see there it's a planner, that side, planner page with a pocket and some extra bits, and really nice. But the wonderful thing about it is, and I'm so glad it came in time, is that the stamping magazine, the newest one, so it should be in the shops, but anyway, we've got them. The stamping magazine has the planner stamps with it, so they work together, which is fab. And I've had so much fun with this, and I've had to stop myself. I've only done July so far, because if I do any more I won't get anything done. So I hope you can see that. So we've got a little book here. I've just put some jute around the holes but book rings, especially if you're going to do the whole year, the book rings would really come in handy. But I've decorated it, that kind of frame comes with it, and the stamps come from the stamp magazine. And then, so we've got a little pocket, we can put a diary in, we've got the tabs, so we can put the dates in, and then we can try and organise our lives, which is great. I do have a planner for the demos and stuff that I do, but it's not half as fun as making this, so I can see me using this quite a lot. But I could also see that as a recipe book. I think it's got, yeah, it's got the stamps for recipe book, or a I was thinking with these travel journal, so you can just put little sketches or tickets and photos of a little travel, and then when people say, oh, where did you go, it's so much nicer to look through like a little kind of journal with photos and tickets and things than just seeing random photos, because it gives it some relevance. So I think that would look really nice, you know, just to have a little travel journal. And they're small, so I was thinking for a planner that would fit in my purse, and then I can take it with me, because that's one thing, you know, you've got a big diary, it doesn't go anywhere because it's too big, whereas this just sort of would fit in a purse dead easy, and you'd stick to it, which would be really good, which yeah. I try really hard, and I think if you make planning fun, it's easier to keep it, because then you can I've been doodling in it and making notes, and I think that really makes all the difference. So anyway, yeah, that's me done. So I think I've got a few extra bits, but that will wait till Saturday. But thank you so much for watching, and we have our demo at Mysecoid Community Centre, which is in Cardiff. All the details are on, let me get it, simplycraft.com. And if you're interested and you don't live locally, I do have a YouTube channel, which I am going to be, there we go, I am going to be adding to on a regular basis now. I am a little bit excited because we had over 1,000 subscribers now, which is lovely. And I do try to put what we do, some of the ideas on there as well. So I think some of especially some of this, like this stone technique, would be a lovely one to do as a video. So that, I promise, is one of my things I've got in the offing very, very soon. So I think I'm done. And thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope I see you at the demo. If not, I'd love to see come and join us on the YouTube channel. So thanks very much. See you.